Hey guys, episode 17 of the Stocks and Shares Portfolio series. A bit of a drop this week, mainly in these two funds. Gold price sort of moving down a little in the sort of lead up to the election. Bit of uncertainty and just sort of the stimulus not being passed. Still think it might be, whether it's now or after the election, so might have to wait a few weeks to sort of see some more gains on this. I show in my crypto video last week, Twitter profile, Bob Lucas. I'll just show you him. He sort of does a lot of sort of views on gold, crypto, sort of stocks and the dollar. Very sort of respectable trader. He's sort of seeing gold moving down towards the end of October, although he's very bullish long term. So this was about a week and a half ago, and it's not quite played out as he's suggesting, not been quite as harsh, but certainly isn't sort of going up, so I think he's got the sentiment right at least. And yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. Some of those positions obviously in the Trading212 portfolio as well. So they've sort of come down a little and sort of made it pretty flat for the week. The two pies sort of back to sort of pretty much what I paid for them. The ARC one is just 1% up now, and my overpriced tech is down now. Kind of a hedge against my gold positions really, so not really bothered that this is down. It's only sort of 1.5%, couple of percent of the portfolio, so could average down, but not sure I'll bother. And so the main investments, sort of seeing a bit of a downturn in some of the gold guys, but not all. Barrick sort of tends to follow the actual gold price because they're one of the biggest miners. BT seen a nice little gain. Evra's seen a nice gain. I do longer term want to sort of sell out of this and get into one of the others, probably Rio Tinto or BHP, but everyone seems to think this is still undervalued, so 28% up now, carry on with that. First Majestic Silver, 4.5% this week, so silver's performed a little better than gold, so that's why this has seen a nice little increase. Glaxo had a terrible week, a terrible month really, well below my cost basis now, but yeah, looking to sort of probably hold this one long term, so quite happy if it stays down for the next sort of few months, to be honest. Yeah, all of those are the pie ones, so just small positions. S&P gold producers down a little bit with the drop in gold price. There's no sort of redeeming factors pushing that up, but should do well. Kia Group, nice little gain this week. Still obviously well underwater for me. I go to even the 3 month doesn't show my cost base. This is sort of 75 pence, but we'll see. I did put a little bit more. I'll show you in the invest side, just to sort of bring that down a little. So overall it's less than 75p. And yes, the news this week is sold out of New River REIT entirely. Have actually sold out sort of, it seems, at the low, or the sort of recent low. It's gone up since, but I mean they own, if I just have a look, yeah, New River REIT, yeah, it's gone up quite a bit this week, but look sort of longer term, it hasn't really done a great deal. They own pubs and retail parks and sort of convenience stores, that sort of thing, and just think with more lockdowns in the UK, wasn't really happy sort of holding this, so I sold out. I've sort of lost a bit compared to if I'd waited, but whatever. Bought a little bit of Legal and General, which is one of my sort of long-term holds, so I didn't see too much of... I did see a little bit of this gain, yeah, so that's why it's sort of showing me £4 up. Yeah, so these are more of the pie ones. Polymetal, nice little increase. This doesn't seem to follow the gold price strictly. Seems to sort of have its own news every now and then. Haven't seen anything particular about them, but nice that that's up. Shell, been sort of up and down. Did sort of go under £9 again, but has seen a nice increase towards the end of the week. Saga, nice increase this week, but again, sort of longer term, it's still down, well below my cost basis. And again, I got a little bit more of this in the invest account. Yeah, Sylvania Platinum, nice little gain this week again. Still see that performing pretty well longer term. Taylor Wimpey, small gain. And, oh yeah, Tesla. Not doing too well, but don't really care about this share. Not looking to hold it long term. And so most of the New River REIT money went into Volkswagen. So this is one that I do want to hold long term. You may have sort of seen on my videos before, I'm not really a Tesla bull. I don't really think that all the traditional car makers are going to be sort of pushed into the dust and, market completely dominated by Tesla and Hylian and people like that. Although Hylian don't actually make they don't make sort of vehicles themselves, but just these new players, a lot of the traditional car companies are bringing out their own electric vehicles already, quicker than what a lot of people seem to be saying. The whole Tesla's 5 years ahead of everyone else. I just don't really see it. Volkswagen have got their two new cars out, the ID3 and ID4, and maybe not quite as good as the Tesla at the moment, but can't see that it's 5 years. So Volkswagen sort of own a lot of companies, Audi, and they've got their sort of trucking division as well, Scania and MAN. So as a group, I think they're sort of about a fifth of the market cap of Tesla with everything that they own. Seems incredibly undervalued, so I'm going with them long term. Looking to have this eventually when I start selling out of everything else, probably about 15,000, because they're a sort of European, gives me a bit of European exposure, so that'll be quite a big position hopefully. And yeah, so that's the ISA. Just a quick look over to invest. Deposited a little bit of money, £300 in here this week, and spent that on Diageo. So another one of my long-term holds. Probably talk about this a bit more in my upcoming video, sort of going through the stocks pie. But yeah, so 10 shares of them, and I think I spent the remainder on a few more Kia shares. And yeah, so similar positions in here to the ISA, so won't go through that too much. And that is the invest portfolio. So yeah, still showing a little bit of downside on this. Not expecting that to be in profit anytime soon, as I'm still averaging down. So yeah, bit of a down week, but continue to be optimistic. So leave your thoughts in comments below, and a like would be really appreciated. Subscribe if you want to see more. See you soon.